Patriots, time is running out. In less than a minute, we expose the truth on the Conservative Viewpoint's emergency broadcast system. Stay tuned.
Motherfucker. Oh. Wow. It's Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. And it's 9 p.m. here on the East Coast, and you've tuned in to the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative. Well, my short vacation is officially over, and let me tell you right out of the gate, it was completely uneventful. And I'm trying to start up some shows here that aren't starting up here real quick. But anyways, it wasn't even close to being relaxing. It was just a phenomenal burn through a massive amount of money. That's all it was. Let me see if this is working now. Yeah. And went for absolutely nothing. So you leave the house for 5 minutes, spend a small fortune, realize the real entertainment is right here. Watch the world lose their minds and the wallet later. But my resolve is locked, loaded, and ready to roll because the world did not take a break while I was gone. So we have a massive show lined up for you guys tonight. But first up, we need to talk about what is actually going on. And with these classified government UAP files, the administration starts rolling in with these documents out through the Pursue system, and the investigators are looking closely at waves of these unidentified anomalous phenomena hovering directly above the restricted U.S. airspace, critical military training zones too. But some investigators are looking at the pattern, specifically how these objects target and linger around highly secured nuclear sites. And they aren't pointing to two little green men or anything. They're calling it exactly what it looks like. You're kidding me, right? Spiritual warfare. We're diving deep into this terrifying theory that these UAPs are advanced technology from another galaxy. Are they demonic entities targeting the core of our nation's defense? I've got everything the government has put out, and we are breaking it down piece by piece. And speaking of entities acting completely out of control, look at the absolute lunacy coming from the Democrats. Since I've been away, oh my God. While we've been trying to focus on real national security, the House Democrats has just introduced what they call a slush fund act to levy 100% tax on the administration's recent civil settlements. They are spending their time constructing entirely performance-driven legislation instead of securing the homeland. Meanwhile, right here in Pennsylvania, yesterday's primary elections showed us that exactly where the left is trying to head. They are actively pushing progressive candidates who want to expand government overreach and completely abolish federal law enforcement agencies like ICE. It's a total, unadulterated madness. And it's proved that they have completely lost their minds. If that isn't enough to make your head spin, we have a critical update on the global stage in Iran. The situation in the Middle East has reached a boiling point. Just a few days ago, on May 17th, drone strikes target as nuclear power plants in Abu Dhabi. And while the air defense managed to intercept two of them, a third one struck an electric generator and sparked a fire. The regime state media is already playing games, trying to deflect blame and drive a wedge between regional allies. On the top of that, U.S. Central Command confirmed that our forces have already disabled and redirected dozens of commercial vessels since the maritime blockade on Iran's ports began last month. The tension is real, the stakes are massive, and we are going to look exactly what this means for American security moving forward. We have all this, a lighter wallet, and so much more to unpack tonight. So do me a favor, sit back, relax, and hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Let's get started. I'm Charlie. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and the show begins now. Hi, everyone, and welcome. People aren't getting in here again, and I fixed it, and I went over here, and I'm going to see what's happening over here because I am looking for where it's at. Now, it is supposed to be on here in Facebook, and it should be running. Let me do this real quick. It's telling me to log in for some reason, because maybe it logged out whenever I changed some settings in there. So the computer's been running slow. Everything's been running slow. Oh, now I got to put a code in. So I have to get a code so I can try to log into my own account. And let's see what happens with that. Because I changed some settings in here without Facebook's help to try to get this working again for them. Dude, you've been using this device forever. And let's see if it's still locked. And I have been setting and resetting and setting this stupid thing every damn time I turn around. So that's why I sit there and I was not promising anything, because it said I could go in here and change this while I'm live. That's a freaking lie. And it's not letting me do a damn thing. But hey, guys, welcome. I'm glad to be back. And glad to be back into it. So we're going to find out and see if we can do anything. So let's go over here. Who we got over here now tonight? Right now, we got Fix and Gregory. Only ones in here right now. I've got everything up and running in Rumble. Rumble is acting weird too today. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But we're going to see what comes up. And if anything happens, guys, you know, it's just shot out. And because this is what's been going on since I lost. So this over a little bit and see if my flag's being cut off a little bit there. Hey, let's shoot over here to the Getter Gang and see who's gotten over here tonight. Who we got starting us off here? We got Joy the Last right there. What's up, Joy? Welcome to the show. We got Joe Public. What happened, Joe? Rock. What's happening, man? What's going on? Radical Ray Sean Justice right there. Joe Public still there. And Joy, I went to use the mic, but then I leave my room open. I'm catching the audio for you. All righty. All that action over here is being changed. I think it's probably because the AI I'm finding a lot of. You won't find no AI here, Joy. This is all natural right here. Shell. Hi, Shell. Guys, we got a lot of stuff to go over. Of course we do, right? I always have a lot of stuff to go over. Been busy, busy, busy. My head is spinning out of control. Remember I told you I have a project going on. And no, I can't tell you about it yet. It's taking a lot of my time and a lot of energy. And wow, I'm telling you, it's like really crazy. So I do want to tell you about it, but I can't, because it is a lot. It is a lot to handle, a lot to go over, a lot of stuff to do, paperwork galore. So once I do get something set in stone, I'll let you guys know. But it's gonna be something, let me tell you. It will not let me edit anything here. All right, we're not gonna piss with it tonight. I'm gonna try it again tomorrow, see if I can fix it. Everything that I tried does not work. So guys, let's get busy. Welcome to the show. Anyone new to the show, welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and everything you can. Guys, it's much appreciated, especially if you're on Rumble. People on Rumble cannot find me, and I'm pissed off about it. I said it like they said. Pat! Hi, Pat. Texas Tammy. All right. Guys, I'm so happy to see you guys. I said it the way they told me to say it, and this is what I get for trying to save $1,000 a year. Duh, it's me. All right, guys, let's start off. Let's start off right, shall we? Where's it at? Here it is. Yes, we have Pentagon UFO investigators. Yes, we had to do it. I saw this. We had to do it. So yes, UFO investigators claims that UAPs target nuclear sites, and some officials believe they are demons. I'm not lying. You can't make this stuff up, guys. This is our government telling us this. This is crazy, right? Gregory Allen Cars Jr. Don't feel bad. Rumble did the same thing to me. Nobody gets my notification. I don't get it either. I don't get them, Greg. I don't get nothing. Yes, we are going to go on UFO investigators. Yes, we had to do it. So, yes, we had to do it. Okay, there's Joy saying that over and get her. But here we go. As the release of UFO files to the public has begun, Pentagon UAP investigator Luis Elizondo recalls his own experience with recovered material, secret Pentagon operations, and terrifying connections between UAP sightings and American nuclear technology. I gave a briefing to a senior member of the Department of Defense in 2017, several briefings about the material that I personally held in my hand, Elizondo says, noting that the material found at the time did not exist with humans. Wow. Okay, guys. Now they're saying that these phenomena are flying over everything, stopping over top of nuclear sites, military bases, and they don't find that funny. They don't find it like an enemy of ours, like China's balloons or anything like that, right? So this is what I'm getting at. They're stupid. This is what they're, oh my God. Just like Joe Biden let them fly that balloon over, they went over top of every military base, took pictures, and kept it going. And why? Because Joe Biden wasn't going to shoot it out because they own Joe. He called me Joe. He shot it out after they got their pictures and after it got out over the sea out of South Carolina, I think it was. Then he shoots it down after he got everything. So what does this tell you? 2017, they could have shot. I guarantee it was not a damn UFO. You guys know I'm a skeptic when it comes to this, and they're just telling us this stuff. But this guy said he's actually held something in his hand, that material that would prove it. Where's it at? Because they're just telling us stuff, and I'm tired of being told stuff. Show me the proof that we got aliens among us. This is just too hard for me to believe. Too hard, I'm telling you. Hey, Violent Vixen 29 just popped in over here, guys, in Rumble or in Getter. Check out her show. I did get to watch it. I didn't talk on there, but I was here watching it. And she always puts on a great show, guys. Rebel Chick with a Cause. Check it out. Violent Vixen 29. You'll find it anywhere. Check it out. You guys will love it. All right, go on with the show. Here we go. We're going to start off with California. This was the big story. That California, 2 suspects, 3 victims killed following a San Diego mosque shooting. And I wonder why people are getting pissed off, because they're letting the Muslims take over our country. Fear porn. I love that fix. Fear porn. But they want to let these people try to take over our country and try to push in the Sharia law that has no consequences whatsoever. They do not belong here. There is no other law than our law. How many times do we have to say that? Little slanty-eyed aliens eat kung pao chicken. Exactly, Joe. That's the only aliens we got in here. We got the Mexican aliens. We got the Venezuelan aliens. We got the Muslim aliens. We got the Chile aliens. We got all kind of aliens. But there ain't a little green man with an antenna sticking out of her head. That's for sure. So, man, everything's just been going bad. Yesterday, the election in Pennsylvania did not go our way. And I'm not an election denier. I'm not denying the election and the votes that came out probably were what they are. But what I will say is all those mailers that I showed you guys, that's what caused my guy to lose because of the lies coming out of this Democrat rhino bitch's mouth and having these casino black dark money from casinos spending millions of dollars on her, buying her out for $100 and some $1,000 a year job. Makes sense to you? Those casinos now want their money back. So what is she going to give them? They will get their money back. You trust it. We're going to be keeping an eye on this. But she still got to win in November. And I hope, this is something I would never say, but I hope the Democrat actually wins. Yep. We'll see what happens, guys. I'll keep you informed with that. All right. San Diego shooters leave a manifesto behind revealing motives for the crime. You guys got to hear this one. Let me see if I can remember. The manifesto also, let's see. Here it is. The manifesto includes some Nazi imagery. The clerk donned in a live stream video of the attack, the Black Sun, Adam Waffen symbols, which are linked to Nazi Germany sympathizers. It says, as I am a straight male, I am certainly not left-wing, nor am I right-wing, especially not the MAGA or Trump. Politically, I called myself a third positionist, specifically aligning most of the National Socialism and eco-fascism through any form of third-party paid positionism, Vasquez allegedly wrote in the memo. This guy sounds like a freaking nutcase. But you wonder why people getting messed off. I missed you, Red. Oh, man, Texas Red there. Hi, everyone. All right. This guy sounds like a total freaking nut, which he is. They shot themselves. But you're not going to expect this from what they're letting these Muslims do in here. You've got to call it the way it is, not the way the fake news media wants to do it. Oh, these guys are evil. That's being pushed by the Democrats. Every damn thing you're seeing here. All the violence and every damn thing. Marianne. There's Marianne. The lovely Marianne is right there. There she is, guys. All right. But this is what happens when you let the Democrats' violent rhetoric spew everywhere. This is what you get. All right. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. I got something for this one. Bye-bye, crybaby Massey. Oh, come on. Isn't that right? Isn't that great? Crybaby Massey is out. Oh, you gotta love it. Some bitch got taken over. And I just got a thing where the old geezer, what the hell's his name? In the Senate? That some bitch is gone too. That's in my email too. Let me see here real quick. What's that old son bitch's name? Where the hell did he go? I know. We got Radical Right in there. He should tell me what it is real quick here. I got to make sure I have the right email up. What's that old guy's name? Massey the Fassy. No, what's that old guy named that froze on stage? And he fell a couple of times. What the hell's his name? Well, that son bitch is out too. It'll come up here soon. Not Corwin. The one that fell down, it froze. He can't even talk. He shouldn't even be in here. He's like 90 years old. And some bitch couldn't move. So now he's out too. I just got that a little bit ago, but I must have deleted it because it was no consequence to me. But I noticed some bitch is in here. And he just got voted out too. So we'll have a lot more of that tomorrow. So Mitch McConnell, thank you, Radical Right. Mitch McConnell, gone. Yep. So Massey, guess what? Before all this happened, like the day before elections came up, Massey predicted victory as crazy Hegseth endorsement. Oh yeah, he's bragging about winning and everything, and then that some bitch lost like bad. So Representative Massey falls to Trump's back candidate in Kentucky, and I saw him on TV crying, and yeah, no wine room here, no wine room. You can drink wine, but you can't wine. And he's crying on TV about him losing because Trump did it and all this stuff. Oh yeah, Trump caused it. Yeah, you'd lose. You're a worthless piece of rhino crap. Whoops, it started recording my voice, and that's why he lost. But I love it. I had to put it out there. So what else we got in here? I know there's some more stuff in here, but like I said, my computer's running slow. Guys, I think I'd rather have been here than on vacation. I'm telling you. What the hell is that? Let me see. Yep, that was the same thing. We're not going to go over that one either. I got to make sure I don't have anything on here. I do have a couple videos I'm going to play tonight. Oh yeah, we got AOC. We got some stuff. We got Bezo. I know we don't like Bezo too much, but you got to see this stuff. Well, I'll show it to you here shortly. Oh, that one went crazy on me. Oh yeah, Kentucky Republican Thomas Massey funds primary campaign with left-wing Islamist-aligned donors. I'm not kidding you guys. You can learn a great deal about a politician's character, not when they're winning, but when they are cornered. And victory hides a multitude of sins. Desperate strips them bare. And when you find out, you're going to love it. So Thomas Massey from Kentucky locked in a heated race. Come on, damn, these commercials and pop-ups over my stuff. Is fundraising from anti-war Muslim American activists and left-aligned PACs. President Trump called Massey a long thorn in his side, the worst Republican congressman in history, throwing the weight to his MAGA political machine behind his opponent to oust him. And they did exactly that. So that is a wonderful. But yes, Massey is taking money from the Muslims, which that's what Democrats do, to fund his campaign. But they're Americans, so he's allowed to have it because it's not foreign money. But we all know full well that the Democrats are taking money from foreign countries. We know that for a fact, but these people are weak-ass Republicans in there won't do anything about it. Okay. What else we got happening here, guys? We got a lot we're going to get over here. Trump calls the DOJ to probe after Maryland mail-in ballot error sparks controversy. Their mail-in ballots, get this, guys, they sent out 500,000 mail-in ballots. Well, they can't find them. So what are they going to do? Maryland's going to send out 5,000 more ballots. Even though they don't know where those other 500,000 are, they're going to mail them out again. So, can you say fixing an election? Oh, that's not a joke right there. You're going to send out 500,000 illegal ballots, and now you're going to send out more without finding the other ballots first. Oh, yeah, this is what you get. Uh-oh, I lost my X post. Let's try again here. Here it comes. I had a thing on here, and I got to find out what it is. Oh, shit. And I think I have a video on this one. Let me find it here. Yes. No. Do I have? Yes, I do. All right. Now we got some more breaking news as far as elections goes. And this was from James O'Keefe. And his investigation leads to DOJ indictment of election fraudster and where else? Los Angeles, California. Yes, Brenda Brown, the Skid Row election petitioner, O'Keefe's media caught on hidden camera, who pleaded guilty. Election fraud. Brenda Brown has been charged with 5 years in prison, 3 years supervised release, fine of $10,000, arrested and accountable for Skid Row getting bums, homeless, to sign up for elections. Take a look at this real quick.
So first, I want to talk about voter fraud in the case of United States versus Brown Armstrong, and we'll have a graphic up there in a moment. The Department of Justice has charged a longtime California signature gatherer under 52 USC section 10307 subsection C with one count of paying another person to register to vote in a federal election. The defendant, Brenda Lee Brown Armstrong, has signed a plea agreement and has admitted her guilt on this charge. According to the plea agreement, and my colleague Bilasali will be able to answer any specific questions about it, she worked as a petition circulator, aka signature gatherer, here in Los Angeles for approximately 20 years. And
I'm not going to show you all that because of the fact that once you find some fraud like they just did here in California, it should be void. No, everything should be null and void, but they're not doing it. And that's the problem with everything that's going on. They find all this fraud, but they're still doing nothing. And how many times we talk about this, and yet they still do nothing. That whole Joe Biden regime should be null and void. But they just keep throwing this stuff out at us and telling us stuff, but do nothing. Doesn't that sound like I repeat that a lot? Because they do nothing. And that's what I have a problem with. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. We got some more. California Republicans see early voting surge, outpacing Democrats in primary turnout in California. Believe that shit? And I saw the numbers here somewhere. Let me find it. Every time I click on this, I get an ad. California Republicans appear energized heading into the state's closely watched June 2nd primary, holding an early turnout advantage as Democrats scramble to unite behind a candidate in multiple key races. The Golden State sends every registered voter a mail-in ballot, arguing that the policy gives voters ample time and access to make their voices heard with a few weeks until elections. More than 900,000 have been returned in California primary, which features a contentious gubernatorial, you know what I'm talking about, race plagued by scandals and stumbles at the Las Vegas mayoral candidate contest. Wow, that's a big mouthful right there, guys. But 900,000. Pennsylvania said, I think it was, they only got 70% of their mail-in ballots back. They sent out 750. I think they only got 50 or 500,000 or something back. Exactly. Hands in a cookie jar and nothing ever gets done about it. Exactly, Joe. And that's what pisses me off even more. This is what happens when you got corruption everywhere. And they say they're taking corruption out. The hell they are. It's just getting worse and worse by the day. Where's that at? Let me get rid of Massey out of here. And where's that election fraud at? We'll get that one out of here. See if it deletes it. Well, Massey's not deleting. I don't know. Rumble is screwing up again. Come on. Oh my God. If it shuts off, guys, you know why. Error removing media. Media's still in the room. This is what I get from Rumble. Holy hell. I'm going to shut this thing down as soon as we get off of here. Think any possibility. Massey will flip to other side, run for president. Oh, you know, Joy, he's going to try something. It's exactly what's going to happen. You get the rhinos, and they infiltrate us, just like they do in the state of Pennsylvania. And, oh, yeah, that's a shame, but it happens every day. Oh. DHS, War Department, joint probe in the Singham network, allegedly sowing discord in the U.S. How many times have we brought up Singham and the corruption from China, that his money's coming here, and they're paying for all these people to protest, burn cities, beat up people, get in their faces, everything. And just now, they did this when? Yesterday at 8:08 a.m. They're sitting there telling us that they're joining a probe into it. Why did it take them this many years? They know Singham's been doing this for years. They know the Chinese Communist Party's doing it, but they do nothing about it. That is the problem. We're being played, guys. Both sides of the aisle are feeding us shit just so to keep us shut up And it doesn't work on our part because we know they're fakes, they're frauds, they're bullshitters, and that's what they are. You've got to be a good bullshitter to be a freaking politician, that's for sure. Let's see if my computer wants to speed up. I might have to cut down on stuff just because my computer's like acting like this. This is what I'm saying, guys. You don't believe the amount of stuff that's making my head spin with what I'm trying to do here, guys. It's a lot of work, and I want to do it. I got to do it no matter what. So you might see less and less of me because of this reason. Yeah, but I will keep you guys informed no matter what, because I think you'll enjoy what I'm doing. So once I can tell you, I will. Cat, hi Cat. K3 Cat came in over there and get her there. Trump said he is delaying planned strikes on Iran, citing negotiations. Deal will be made. Now, I've heard this. We've heard this over and over and over and over again. And I'm sick of hearing this every time we turn around. He sits there, stops it, pauses it, gives a ceasefire. They break the ceasefire, and he still does nothing. And now you even got this General Kellogg here saying Trump should bring Iran's to its knees. Absolutely. You're letting terrorist Muslims dictate what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. That is not why you start a war. Thank you, Marianne. I love you guys coming in here, that's for sure. Let me go over here and see what they're saying over here. Massey was so infatuated with the government expenditures, I just have a difficult time to believe he was a muzzy sellout. Oh, yeah. Well, believe it, Greg. He was. No, unfortunately, Gregory, it's going to take me away from the studio. I can't tell you. I can't tell you guys because there's so much to do before I officially know if I can do it. So we're going to see what happens here. So I got a little hint, but it's hanging over here, and I can't show it to you guys. Sorry. It's just that important. And it's going to cost a whole lot of money. So that's even worse yet. But the Iran war is causing another shortage, and it will directly affect every American. And what I'm talking about here, guys, we talk about the oil. The oil fell to $98 a barrel today. And as of right before I went live, I got the price of oil. Now, you're still talking the other one, the Benden oil, I can't remember what it's called. It's still at 109. But overall barrel prices went down to $98 a barrel. Stock market surged like crazy. But it doesn't go to the fact lubricants. Oh, yes. Lubricant, grease, all that stuff, oils, anything that has an oil product in it, all that stuff's going to go through the roof because of this, because they don't have enough to make the stuff. So you're going to be running out of all kind of lubricants. Not the kind you want to think about there, Fix. All right? I got you first. No, Fix, I'm not pregnant. I took a pee test today. I checked it. I'm good. Yes, I'm good. So we're all good. No pregnancy here. No kids popping out. All right. What else we got? All right. We got Hezbollah. They are grooming children for martyrdom through its scout movement, reports claim. Now, these are Lebanese children they are taking, trying to make martyrs out of these kids, making them do the bomb and everything, the suicide vest and stuff. This is what they do. This is what the Democrats support, and they praise, and they back all these terrorists. And this is what you get. This is what these sick son bitches do, and take children and use them because they're too cowardly to do it themselves. So they make children do it. This is stuff that's been going on over the weekend, guys. And that's stuff that I shouldn't even have been looking at, but I saved some stuff over here. And it's really pathetic. I'm telling you what. All right, let me move back over here to my video so I don't miss something here. Trump announces which city is next as part of the ongoing crime fighting push. And guess where it's going, guys? right to Nancy Pelosi's front door, San Francisco, the shithole in California. Yes, sir, Bob. He is heading down there. Oh my God, because he said that FBI has made more than 23,000 arrests for violent crimes since he took office, more than double the number recorded in the final year of Biden administration. Yes, God, he's heading to San Francisco. They got a shithole to fix over there, and I can't wait. You know, Pelosi's going to be drinking her vodka and watching it and crying like a little bitch that she is. So, too much going on here, guys, to get through real fast. So, oh my God, because he said that they made more than 23,000 arrests. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And that is a huge number compared to Joe Biden. They are evil. Yes, they are, Joe Public. They are evil sumbitches using children as suicide children, and they're pathetic. But we got a notorious Venezuelan gang alleged leader, not alleged, he is a leader. They dragged this sumbitch back to the U.S. to go to court, to face trial. Why? Why? He was out of here. Why do you bring this trendy agua guy, gangbanger, back to our country? So we have to support him and put him in our prison. We have to pay him with our tax money. Why do you bring that sumbitch back? He was gone. He was somebody else's problem. And they bring this dumb son of a bitch back here to face murder charges. We don't want him here. Nancy Pelosi, just another San Francisco freak. Got that right, Joe. That place is whole. If I had somebody to pay my travel expenses, I would be going over there and getting some of these pictures of these druggies that you see on there. They're just like zombies. Oh, yeah, man, I would love to be able to do that. But hell no. It cost me $200 to go 120 miles. I'm not lying. $200. Yes, it did. My fat, crooked index keeps swiping the mic. Well, talk away there, Joy. Now we got Ragtop herself, Omar. Yes, Omar knew about the $250 or $50 million Somali fraud scheme. The mastermind that is being sentenced. Oh yeah, Amy Bach, the founder of Feeding on Our Future organization, says she does not believe that the state and federal officials did not know about the fraud. She said that that is accusing Omar of helping loosen the regulations that allow Somali-owned businesses, including restaurants, to falsify the number of meals that they serve to school-age patrons during the COVID-19 pandemic. So she knew about this stuff. So what's going to happen? You guys think in chat, you think anything's going to happen to this? Blah, 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 blah. Trying to behave myself with my cursing. But do you think anything's going to happen? I pretty much doubt it. So, yes. So let's see what's going to happen. We're going to keep an eye on this one, too. Now, this one, I got a video for you guys to watch here real quick, because this is MS Now or MSNBC worthless. You know, they're all the same way. Katie Tur humiliates herself trying to shame Mike Johnson for attributing our God-given rights. She said, it's not. I'm not lying to you. She said that the host said that our rights don't come from God. Take a listen.
This is Katie Tur at MSNBC, not a particularly bright individual. She seems stunned by the idea that your rights come from a creator, capital G, God, and they're not given to you by other fallible human beings in government. Check this out.
What about this passage from Mike Johnson declaring that our rights do not derive from government? They come from you, our creator, and Heavenly Father. Is this him putting God over the Declaration of Independence?
I actually think that idea is not wholly wholly uncommon. The idea that we have certain inalienable rights that come from God can be read in a fairly benign way, which is basically that we have innate human rights that our Constitution and our government, our democratic government, are meant to codify, right?
Guys, I don't even know what to say. Has Katie Tur ever read the Declaration of Independence? You understand this are endowed by their creator with a capital C. I just want you to keep in mind today with all the intra-party stuff that happened. It's a primary. It's not the first or last time this has happened. Stop buying into doomerism and gloomerism. The party's over. We're not voting for your guy. Cut the bullshit. We are dealing with a very serious opponent in the liberal media, academia, and the now communist Mamdani AOC Bernie Sanders left that doesn't even understand that your rights aren't given to you by the state and them. They're given to you by God. Just keep that in mind today, please.
We all know it. We've all seen it. And he's exactly right. This is so ridiculous that these people can't even... I don't know what's wrong with these people. They are so freaking stupid. It's unbelievable. And of course, coming out of MSNBC, you got to expect that, right? So it's just funny to see these people and how they act about this stuff. And it does come from God. That's for a fact. Now, on another note, you guys are going to love this one. Joy Bear. Oh, yes. The few skank herself right there. What's that, Gregory? Declaration, Bill of Rights, and the Constitution was based upon the confines of God. Exactly, Gregory. And they are God-given rights. Y'all ever heard of that, right? The liberals were like, oh, my God, you mentioned God. Holy shit, now they're going to freak out over that, too. But Joy Bear warns that we are all going to die. Oh, yeah. She in a heated clash with co-host over Trump RX initiative. They say because Trump is putting his name on prescriptions, it's going to kill people. Oh, yeah. I'm not lying to you guys. This is what she does. This is what they do. But she feuded on Tuesday over whether Trump's RX plan is a boon for struggling Americans or is tainted by mere association. Because billionaire Mark Cuban, one of the president's most outspoken critics in recent years, stood in the White House stage with Trump on Monday during a rollout of TrumpRx.gov, which is a new initiative aimed at lowering the cost of 600 generic prescription drugs. The program lets Trump administration with major private sector companies, including Amazon, GoodRx, Mark Cuban, Cost Plus Drugs, officially making Trump and Cuban business partners after a history of heated political attacks. She's saying that they're going to poison it all because it's Trump's name. Oh, yeah, these are what these skanks do. Why do they even let them on the air? Why have they not fired every one of these skanks? But you go, know what? Whoopi Goldberg kept her mouth shut while this bitch was running her mouth. I'm surprised, right? Joy says Trump RX is awesome. If it's going to save people money, damn, who gives a shit what name's on it? If it's real medicine, send it to them and get them healthy. Or it keeps them alive, send it to them. These people are out of control, guys. They have lost their freaking mind, I'm telling you. I have $85 on one RX. Whoa, shit. That's an expensive one. My highest prescription is $25 a month. I think that's my highest prescription. Then the rest of them, I get my cholesterol medicine's free. I don't pay anything for that, so I gotta love that one. While I have insurance, that's for sure. All right, what else we got here? Oh yeah, here we got Donkey Mouth herself. AOC tells New York, get this, guys, she is calling for civil war, and the North to the South. I'm not lying to you guys. You guys got to hear it for yourself. Take a listen.
I am here today because I want to make sure that we all understand that Montgomery is not alone. It is time for the North to pull up to the South. It is time for New York to pull up to Alabama. It is time for all of us to come to Georgia, to Louisiana, to Tennessee, to Mississippi, and let them know exactly what they have uncorked with this injustice.
Right out of her mouth, guys. Sorry, I'm chewing on my mint again. But right out of her mouth, she is calling for the North to take over the South in a civil war. Why has she not been arrested? Inciting violence was exactly what the Democrats do. This time she's calling for them to take over the South. That is what they tried in the Civil War, right? This is, I'm telling you, ask her to point to these states on a map. Yeah, no kidding. No, that's, in fact, Gregory, that's funny right there. She wants to date me. Radical Right says she wants to date him. Oh, man. I mean, you got to admit, she's good looking. Dumb as shit. Oh, yeah. How dumb? Well, get this one. AOC wheels out a political prop that we've never seen before, right? A bulletproof barrier. But there's a giant problem with that. She says that MAGA wants to kill her. She's too damn stupid for anybody to want to kill. She's entertainment. But I'm not lying. Here you go. Take a listen again. Well, I let you look at that. And I hope you can hear me. I don't think the mic's off right now. But that is the bulletproof glass in front of her because she says that MAGA people want to kill her ass. No, why would anybody want to try to kill her? She is nothing. She is a speck on people's ass. That is all she is. Nobody wants to kill that woman. And she wants to sit there, and you see it, it's only right in front of her. It's not, well, you saw it earlier. Nobody wants to kill her. Now she's trying to act like a president and be President Trump getting a bulletproof glass in front of her. This is how stupid these people are. This is who they want to run our country. Remember me telling you, I don't know, this has been a week or so, about when I showed you that video of her saying that you cannot make $1 billion. You cannot go out there and you cannot work $1 billion. You remember that? I know you got libtards would. Oh, yeah, exactly, Red. But you guys remember that? So the only reason I'm showing you this video is because of the fact that Jeff Bezos gives her a basic economic lesson over how you actually can make money. Take a listen.
Let me ask you about the anger, because there seems to be anger, at least from certain political sides of this. And AOC recently said in a podcast, I'm just so curious how you think about this, says there's a certain level of wealth and accumulation that is unearned, she says. You can't earn $1 billion. Just can't earn that, she says. You can get market power, you can break rules, you can abuse labor laws, you can pay people less than what they're worth, but you can't earn that.
Yeah.
By the way, you've earned an extraordinary amount of money. You employ largest employer, if not one of them, in the whole country. When you read that, what do you think?
Well, it's not correct on its face. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you start a burger joint and you have 10 employees, and you make a little bit of money,
right?
Until you have this one outlet. And by the way, these are the most delicious burgers in the world. People love your burgers, Andrew. And so then you open a second outlet,
right?
And now you're making a little bit more money, and you have 20 employees, and you open a third outlet. By the time you've opened 1,000 outlets, you are a billionaire,
right?
And by the way, this is a real life story. It happens all the time. It's In-N-Out Burger. It's Raising Cane's Chicken. At what point did that money all of a sudden become unethical, or it didn't? There was one outlet.
Even with him being an ass and totally like rich dude, but he was actually right there. You can make money, and this twit's going to try to run for president with everything that she's saying and doing. But you know what? The people in New York will vote for her, just the people who got her into this office. And I just telling them over and get her that she couldn't even balance a checkbook because she was nothing but a bar wench before she got elected. She couldn't even balance a checkbook. But what do they do with her when she gets elected? They put her on a finance committee. Holy shit. This is our government for you people. This is what they do. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. All right, we got a couple more here we're going to get through real quick. We're going to New York right now anyway, since we're already there with AOC. McDummie's office draws outrage after press credentials given, get this, to a murderer supporter. That Lagugi McJoni supporters. Oh yeah, he gave. What do you expect from a Muslim jihadist? Backing a killer? You got to expect it, right? Well, it just gets worse from here on in. New York Mayor McDummie faces backlash from Jewish group after posting City Hall produced Nakba Day video. Oh yeah, what do you expect from a Muslim jihadist, people? You guys voted this piece of shit in, but he's going to publish this video for Muslims. And what is it called here? Democrat Mayor McDummie was slammed after a public statement championed Nakba Day, drawing sharp criticism from historians and policy analysts who accused the lawmaker of presenting a highly selective, revisionist version of the 1948 war. McDummie's public commemoration of Nakba, the Arabic term for the catastrophe, focuses heavily on the displacement of more than 700,000 Palestinians during the founding of the State of Israel. By framing the event as unilateral act of Zionist aggression, McDummie completely erased the fact that Arab leadership initiated the hostilities while simultaneously ignoring the systematic expulsion of hundreds of thousands of Jews from Arab land during the same era. You guys voted this piece of shit in. Now you got to deal with him. And it just never gets. And I think I saw something about, they said that he's not going to attend a parade, a Jewish parade. You think a Muslim jihadist is going to join the Jewish parade? He wants to kill you. He wants to kill us. He wants to kill everyone that's not a Muslim. So this is what you put in there. This is what you got to deal with, you dumb some bitches. If you would recall him and get his ass out, you wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. Moving on. Ah, shit. California released a child sex offender. Oh, yeah. Onto the streets, running around. Oh, yeah. In fact, I just deleted it before I got to tell you about it. But, yes, they released him on the streets. Biggest, most horrible sex offender, a child sex offender ever. They let him go. He's running the streets, and he was not supposed to be released. Get this one. I put this in here because it's so funny. It has nothing to do with anything. But Michelle, Big Mike Obama warns liberals. You'll get a kick out of this one. Fix, this is for you. Michelle Obama warns liberals against pigeonholing Trump voters, saying they didn't know what else to do. What a better person to talk about pigeonholing than Big Mike himself, because she spent years pigeonholing her own husband every time you turn around. Oh my God. It means nothing for nobody, but yes, she's going after pigeonholers. I had to put it in there because just for who it came out of her mouth. I'm loyal to my leaders and follow his loyalty as a part of respect and love. There you go, Joy. Now, the last thing I got for you tonight, guys, is Ketanji Brown Jackson. When are they going to get this bitch out of our Supreme Court? She is so fucking stupid. Sorry about my language. But Ketanji Jackson Brown publicly trashes all 8 of the other Supreme Court justices. Oh my God, yes. She is running her mouth in front of people over the Voting Rights Act. And when are they going to get her ass out of here? She is a disgusting display of stupid. You got her, AOC, Kamala Harris. Oh my God. What's that? Rotten Crotch Crockett. Oh my God. These people are the dumbest people on earth. And she is sitting on the highest court in our land. and she can't even define what a woman is. And she wants to sit there and bash our Supreme Court justices, even though I don't like all of them. But you don't do that. You're supposed to be the highest court, the judge in our land. One of them, anyways, and she is dumb as shit, and she's bashing all the good judges in there and the bad ones too. But yes, exactly, Joy. The founders did it with muskets. We need to do the same thing. Absolutely. All right, guys, we got through the mess that I had tonight. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this show. I know it was a lot of stuff. I always put a lot of stuff in here. But since I was off for so long, you should see the shit I got to go through in my inbox for tomorrow. But don't forget, guys, you know what tomorrow is. Absolutely. She thought being one of the Supremes meant she got to sing. Ha! That's good, Fix. I like that one. Yes, guys, tomorrow it is Throwback Thursday. You got me right, guys. I got a lot to do tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, man, I'm telling you what, I'm beat. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, start doing stuff. I'm so tired. Thank you, Marianne. The bitch can't even define what a woman is, and she's a freaking woman. Exactly, Gregory. Isn't that the... I'm Pat. I'm glad I'm back, too. But, guys, I will promise you, I will tell you what I'm doing here soon, but I got to get some stuff arranged. I got to go meet somebody tomorrow with it in the morning, so I'm going to have to get back here late, get everything put together, try to get things for Throwback Thursday, but I'll promise you I never miss that. Guys, thank you for joining me again tonight, and I'm going to leave you with this, because we've covered a massive amount of ground tonight, guys. From spiritual warfare in our skies to the absolute madness of our home front and the escalating stakes overseas. The world is moving fast, but we are keeping our eyes wide open. I want to give a massive thank you to every single one of you for joining me tonight. Your support, your energy, and your commitment to truth are what drive me to do this show every single weeknight. But don't go too far, guys, because tomorrow night, we are flipping the switch. That's right. Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. We are firing up the time machine, stepping away from the daily chaos, and taking a phenomenal trip straight into the past to look at some of our favorite childhood memories. It's going to be an absolute blast. A blast from the past, that is. So make sure you don't miss it, guys. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night at our special throwback time. If Vic, I didn't get to ask Vic if she's going to be on tomorrow night. So if she is on tomorrow night at 7, and I'm going to text her here in a little bit to find out, I will be back at the regular time, 9 o'clock, to do this, and we'll get through it fast. If I have to hell with the news updates, we're going to have some fun at Throwback Thursday. But we'll have a couple little bit of news updates, and we'll get into that. But if not, guys, join me at 7 p.m. tomorrow night for the Throwback Thursday so we can have an hour of each, and we'll have a blast. So again, guys, thank you for riding with me tonight, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a great night, everyone.